Apparently, groceries are something old, and I don't know. We're not. The steak starts now. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to The Stakes. I'm Tara Setmayer, and this is the Michelle Kinney, and we are the Seneca Project. And guess what
Yes,
else
we
we
are.
are? Guess what else we are? We're Webby winners.
We are. And because of that, I hope that you will all like and subscribe wherever you are watching, specifically YouTube. It really helps us to make sure people see our content that when we can possibly be recognized for a Webby for, because that really just helps the mission. It helps all of us. And it really is an honor to be recognized for this hard work that, we have all put our hearts and souls into, including the people who support us and click and like and share and donate. It's just, it really just took a village, and we're so proud.
Indeed, we are. And it's funny, like as the show is starting just now, our advisory board member and one of our favorite people in the whole world, Mary Trump, was calling me. And I was
Oh,
just like, Mary, we're live on air. Mary could not join us. She wished us the best on our Webby win. And
yeah.
we've got a lot to talk about tonight because there's been so much crazy. I mean, Donald Trump literally said that groceries are an old term, which is just nutso. This foreign trip that he's on, he's been saying some wacko stuff. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Qatar. We're going to talk about the frickin' plane.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to talk about this crazy shit coming out of RFK Jr.'s mouth about vaccines, and we shouldn't listen to him, and what they're trying to do with the abortion pill. We freaking told you so. We're going to get into all of that. And there's also some stuff going on within the Democratic Party, some internecine warfare happening where, once again, the stars of the party, who are the fighters, are being sidelined, like my girl Jasmine Crockett, who we saw at the Webbies. It's just a lot. And Jake Tapper and his freaking book about Biden trying to destroy his legacy. I mean,
If
I
I have
can't.
to hear, we're going to talk about it, but
Yes,
I'm just, here we are again.
I
In
know.
like the June, July of 2024, when all the white men love to hear themselves talk. We're going on and on and on. I'm talking like David Axelrod, David Pluff, all the Pod Save guys, Jake Tapper. I'm just like, here we go again, where I have to listen to all of you, just go on and on and on about, by the way, something that doesn't matter anymore because
Right.
Joe Biden didn't run for president. And like that, we can go and talk about that all day long if we want to, but it's just not important. What's important right now is what Donald Trump is doing to the country,
Yeah.
and the attention that they are not paying to that, and giving that the same amount of
Uh,
seriousness and urgency. So,
yeah, we're
anyways,
going to get into that
I
because
know.
we have thoughts. We have a lot of thoughts on this. But we do want to start off because this week we were at the Webbies on Monday in New York City. And thanks to all of you who voted and supported us, we were winners. And the ceremony finally happened on Monday, and it was fabulous. And we had a great time. Our good friend Jim Acosta was with us as our guest at our table. And Jim is the nicest guy. He's so much fun to hang out with. And I posted some pictures on Instagram.
I put some photos in
Yeah,
a
yeah,
little thing.
let's show
Let's
it.
show
Let's
our
show it.
vacation photos for the
Yes,
family.
yes. So there's our Webby portrait photo with our
Yep.
little award.
Yep. We met on Sunday to do like a little cocktail party thing. If you didn't know this, I'm very short, so you will see how short I am in all of these
My mom
photographs.
was like, "You, Michelle, makes you look like an Amazon." I'm only 5'6", so I was like, "Well, Michelle's teeny tiny, but she's
I know,
mighty."
I'm very, very teeny weeny,
Here
but
we are.
here we are on the red carpet. So going from left to right, That is Aiden and Anna. Anna's been on this show before. If you watched, she has the grandparents and great grandparent who survived the Holocaust. She's also very talented, coordinating producer, creative producer with her husband, who's to her left. They made American Girl with us, and they are old friends of mine and have been so generous and wonderful. They've actually made most of our like big production ads, with the
Yep.
exception of one. So we love I can't even talk. We love Anna and Aiden. They are as much as a part of this team than anybody. And, hopefully soon we can get working on something again soon. So that's that. So then we
Well,
have.
just to interject there, they,
Mhm,
again, those types of ads like American Girl, like A Time
mhm,
for Choosing, like Hope, We Must Win, those are our big hero ads, and those require money. So
mhm.
more that people financially support us, the more that we can do those big ads. That's
That's right.
really what it comes down to. It's not that we don't have the ideas, it's not that we don't have the team, we just don't have the funds. So
Yeah.
more that people support us, the more that we're able to put those types of really powerful ads out, not only produce them, but get them placed, because it costs money to place them too.
Yeah, because
So
we don't want to just make. I mean, the organic social stuff is important, but if we're going to spend money to make ads, we want to make sure people see them
yep,
beyond just
right.
Instagram and Twitter and stuff.
That's
So
right. So
so it
just to
is
be
really like,
honest, right?
yeah.
It's just to be honest that that's what it takes to do that. And
Hmm.
so if people wonder, well, how come you guys haven't? Well, it's a matter of fundraising. We're
That's
working
right.
hard to do it. People need to spread the word. For those who
Yes.
can't help us financially, it's important to share our content, to get it out there so people see what we're
Yep.
doing, because we're still, in the scheme of things, we're less than a year old as an
Hmm.
organization. So,
Yes. And
um,
look at us. Look at
and
us
look at us.
on the
Then
red
we're on the
carpet.
red carpet. So I'll
We.
pick it up from here. So we've
Yeah. Yeah.
got
Yeah. You got.
Crystal McQuarrie McGuire, who's our national finance chair. She's also incredibly accomplished in her own right as a documentarian. She's a lawyer. Her husband ran for mayor of New York
Hmm.
City, Ray McGuire.
Yep.
She's amazing and a goddess. And then obviously there's me. And then there's Jim. And then there's Michelle. You see, she's
Yay.
little. But she's not the only little one, because our good friend Julie Roginski was there too. They're both little minis, but mighty. Julie was there. And then in the red is the incredibly talented Laura Bell Bundy, who is the singer, songwriter, and performer of American Girl. It wouldn't
Hmm.
exist without her song. So she made it, and she is a spitfire and a ball of fun. And
Yep.
if you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw, I don't know if I posted the pictures of her getting down at the after
Oh my
party.
God. I know she was like
She
getting
was
down.
killing
She's
it.
such a good little
She
dancer
was
too. It's
killing it.
funny.
And then we have Marcus Flowers, who runs Hold the Line. He ran against Marjorie Taylor Greene, and Marcus has been incredibly supportive of
Very, very,
Seneca.
very support and like really made this night
Yes.
possible. And
We're just
so,
grateful
and
to him for that.
so grateful. And so just here's some more pictures
Yeah.
of all the things. There's the two of
Yes.
us,
There we are.
you know us. And here's just the ladies of
Yeah.
Seneca, more ladies of Seneca, our
Our
table,
table.
and all the way to the right is Owen. He works with Hold the Line. He's been,
Yep.
a great friend to
Marcus's right
Seneca.
hand.
Yep.
All right. So here
What?
at our table, well, there is our 5-word speech, except there's missing a word.
Yeah,
We
it's
don't
supposed to
have.
be
It's
never,
supposed to
and
be
that was my
never.
fault. That was
Nah,
my
that's
fault. I
okay.
typed it wrong.
Do
But
you have
anyways.
who sat next to us? Do you have our
Oh,
Walton Goggins?
yes, I'm getting
Okay,
there.
good.
I'm
Okay,
getting
good.
there. So yes, blah 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 blah. There's an astronaut, Kelly Jardy. If you don't know her, she's wonderful. We got to talk to her. Some filmmakers that are just wonderful. And then who is that?
Are there White Lotus fans in the house? Are there Righteous Gemstones fans in the house? That is the Walton Goggins, who is the it man in Hollywood right now. And
Yeah.
he had a hell of a week. He started off at the Met Gala last Monday, then he hosted SNL, and
Hmm.
then he was at the Webbies in
And he
what.
was at the upfronts earlier that day, by the way.
Correct.
Yep.
Yes. And so, I mean, we have a cool video of him where he
Oh,
says
Marcus, we love you.
he was talking to us for quite some time, because our table was literally next to his. And the funny
Hmm.
thing about that is that both Jim Acosta and Laura Bell Bundy were like fanning over Walton Goggins. And I'm like, and Julie too. And I was like, okay, we're going to go talk to him. So, of course, I walked over and I said, hi, I'm so and so. Jim Acosta is our friend and at our table, and is a huge fan of yours and would love to talk to you, as is Tony Award nominated actress and songwriter and singer performer Laura Bell Bundy. we're all fans of your work. And then I started talking to him about his SNL monologue, and he was the absolute
Oh my God.
nicest
He
guy.
talked to us forever. I mean, here's
Like
a video.
10 minutes. 10
We're
minutes.
the Webbies and we're winners! 2025!
Could
I
not
love the
get
ride
enough.
on. I love the ride on at the end. He started that winners. As we were talking, he's like, we're all winners. And I was like, yeah, let's do it. So I put it on, on video to say they were all Webby Award winners.
Yeah. Because I
Cool,
wasn't going to
cool
come over
guy.
because I get really like weird and I don't want to bother celebrities.
Yeah,
like,
but yeah. But at an event like that, it's
I
not
know.
bothering them just to be like, we actually had something to say. We wanted to give
Yeah.
him credit for his success. And he's also someone who gives a lot of credit to the women in his life.
Yes. And
because he
that's
was
really what I
raised by-
talked to him about
Right.
the most.
Right, because he was raised by all women, and he honored his mother at Saturday Night Live. He always honors his
very
wife.
nice.
He was super, super, super nice. So that was the highlight of our night there. And it was funny just to see, like, everybody else fangirling over Walton Goggins. And I didn't get it at first. Like, I'm like, I mean, he's a good actor. I enjoy him as an actor, but I didn't get kind of like the it factor about him until I talked to him.
Yeah,
And then I said, I get it. I get
he's
it.
a
I get it.
star, for sure.
Yeah, there's something about him. I get it. So
yeah,
that was our night. We had a great time. We'll post more pictures because we've like literally been going nonstop since we came back.
It's been very, very busy week.
Because the news doesn't stop. So a little of our Webby adventure. It was really incredible.
And I just want to give a shout out to Marcus. I don't know if you saw his comment.
Oh,
he wrote to us and said that, he was very, very complimentary, and we just want to say how grateful we are to Marcus. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Marcus. We love you. And Marcus also said in our group chat that it was the top 3 best nights in New York City that he's ever had.
Yeah.
So,
And listen, we don't get to do this very often.
No,
like at all. So
we
it
so
really
don't.
was such a treat to see everyone too. So
it's so true. So follow us on our socials if you're not already, both on our personals as well, because we'll be posting some more Webby stuff. It's just like I said, I haven't had a chance, and there's like so much more and a lot of fun. And there may or may not be a video of Jim Acosta dancing. Jim said he would pay us not to post it, but I think I'm gonna.
I already did.
I'm definitely gonna post it.
He's like this, and he's got like a beer in his hand, and then you can hear me complaining about the lighting. I was like, "Why is it so bright?" It needs to be
yes, that was funny.
It was like not me complaining about the lighting.
Oh my God, it was so funny. But you see Jim, and he's doing his little 2-step, and then there's a couple songs. So anyway,
again, like you meet people in person, and I was like, "Oh my God, he's so tall." I had no idea how tall he was.
He is tall.
And even when, like, in my 4-inch stilettos I was wearing all night, he still was like 1,000 feet taller than me. So
yeah.
Anyways,
so thank you for sharing and indulging us in that. Like we said, we don't get to do that much, and it was really cool. And I can't wait for our Webby statues to come so I can put it right in the background, prominently featured. You already have like 5 of them, Michelle,
but this one's
a little extra special.
Well, this one is the best one.
Yes,
so you know what I mean?
For all the reasons.
Yeah.
For all the reasons. And for those who know, they know.